And here's now the BJP Ram Kadam in Maharashtra hitting out at the Uddhav government over Virar hospital fire. Says people losing lives owing to carelessness of the government. Asks why wasn't a fire audit done? A very valid question here. The BJP now attacking the Uddhav government for not carrying out fire audits. This is a time when healthcare systems are overburdened. Any lax would result in a tragedy like this, and possibly that's precisely what's happened. Some sort of carelessness that the hospital has indulged in, not a fire audit that's not been carried out on the other hand by the government itself, now resulting in a fire that broke out where 13 COVID patients were charred to death. BJP quickly now hitting out at the Uddhav government, questioning them on why fire audits were not done in time.
भंडारा में जब अस्पताल में आग लगने के कारण 10 नन्हे बालकों की मौत हुई थी, उस समय से हम लगातार सरकार से मांग कर रहे हैं कि वे महाराष्ट्र के सभी अस्पतालों का फायर ऑडिट और अन्य सभी चीजों का ऑडिट वे करें। क्यों नहीं करा अब तक? यदि वो किया होता तो आज जो वसई विरार में 13 लोगों ने अपने प्राण खो दिए हैं, वे प्राण बच पाते।
I'm going to cut across to Mustafa Sheikh joining us live from Mumbai. Mustafa, Virar Hospital tragedy where 13 patients, COVID patients, were charred to death. Now questions being asked about the careless attitude of the government. Why wasn't fire audits that was carried out earlier on itself to avoid such tragedies? Would we know that if there was any violation in terms of the system there in that hospital, the investigation that Uddhav Thackeray has now carried out, any revelation on what exactly led to the fire?
Well, at this point of time, Nabila, rescue operation and shifting patients to a safer location is on. But at the same point of time, the investigations will be done on what was the reason, but it will take some time because this has been a tragic incident which has been reported. The second important thing is then being an ICU, the area is air conditioned and it is packed from almost all sides. It is given that the patients who are present, because they are in an ICU, they are patients who cannot move, and hence even if they got a whiff of the fire or the smoke, they would not be able to get up and leave room, and hence we are getting to see such high casualties because it was an air conditioned room. The smoke entered the room very easily. There was no time for the 2 nurses to rescue 17 patients which were present, and hence these 13 people have lost their life. Back to you.
Well, thank you very much. Let me quickly cut across to Saurabh Bhaktania reporting live from Vijay Vallabh Hospital there where the fire broke out. Saurabh, why don't you take us through what was the real reason for the fire breakout? We do know that AC short circuit resulted in that fire, but have there been any lapses in terms of the fire audit? Here BJP accusing Uddhav Thackeray government for not carrying out fire audits in time.
Well, Nabila, we are right now at this spot, and let me show you the visual straight. And you can see over here on the second floor, the fire took place. There is the second floor where there is this ICU unit, and inside the ICU unit there were 17 patients, and out of which 13 patients died on the spot. Now the fire brigade officials are telling us that the actual fire took place at 3 a.m. in the morning, and 3:13 they received the call, and within 5 to 4 minutes they reached the spot. But Nabila, the fire was so high that they could not enter inside, and there was also huge black smoke coming out of them, and in that 13 patients died on the spot. Let me tell you, it's such a saddening incident that they were all very serious patients, not just over 60 above, but there are patients who are 30, 35. So the 13 people have died in this spot. There are ministers who are coming here. The CM of Maharashtra, Uddhav Thackeray, has ordered an inquiry, but let me tell you, there are other patients as well. So what they are doing right now is they all will be shifted to Dahisar COVID center. That's the jumbo facility of the BMC, wherein all the patients will be shifted. Let me tell you, there are still some of the bodies which are still inside that will be taken out in some time. But there is actually a lapsus, Nabila, because why there was no check being kept inside this such a critical unit, and patients and the relatives, patients' relatives are very engaged. They also they gathered over here. Special forces were called in. right now we are seeing in the visuals that the commissioner as well as the minister Eknath Shinde is here. Eknath Shinde is saying that they have ordered an inquiry, and whoever will be the culprit over here, action will be taken against that particular person. But one after the other, such incidents are taking place, which is a huge question. You know, people over here are not getting beds, and in such situation, such incidents take place. 13 people on the spot, let me tell you, on the spot they died because they could not move. They were very serious patients on ventilator. Let me show the visuals again back over here. So this is the Vijay Vallabh Hospital, and this is COVID and non-COVID hospital both. On the second floor, very serious patients were kept over here, and there were total 17 patients in the ICU unit, that's the ventilator room, and here there was the AC, and in that AC there was a compressor blast, which the sources are telling us, but inquiry will definitely find out the exact cause. But the primary inquiry clearly says that the blast was inside the AC, after which the fire caught up in the whole ICU room. There were 3 nurses present, but they managed to escape. But the serious patients who are on ventilator, they were not able to move out, and out of which now 13 people have died in a very tragic incident. Back to you, Nabila.
Highly unfortunate there, Saurav. Thank you very much for joining us with those details.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.